Good morning and welcome to Sunday Special. Dr. Lamba explains Sikhism. Yesterday, day before, we celebrated Holi, the whole of India, subcontinent, diaspora. And today, that is 2 days after, a 3-day celebration called Hola Mohalla is being concluded, primarily in Anandpur Sahib, the home of Khalsa. Now, Sikhism, as it originally derived from Hinduism, celebrates all the Hindu festivals with the same gusto. But then, considering the then social and prevalent political situation, some of those festivals are adapted, like the festival of Holi. Now, people often are not aware, they think it's only a festival. It's not. It is, in fact, an extension of the Holi festival, but here it is wholly infused, impregnated with martial spirit, the military aspect. Now, the very word Hola Mohalla is a synthesis of three cultures. Hola Mohalla, these words are derived from Sanskrit, Persian, and Arabic. Mohalla, as everybody knows, means people living in the same locality. But here Mohalla means mock fights between contending armies, tussles without causing physical injury to each other. This is exactly like the military exercises take place nowadays. It's a completely mock fight, but it's very serious. And these fights are an integral part of the Hola Mohalla that is held every year in Punjab and follows immediately Holi. Now this has a 2-century-old history. It was initiated by none other than the founder of Khalsa, the 10th Guru, Gobind Singh. And it was initiated on the festival of Holi. Now let me make it clear that the festival of or celebration of Hola Mohalla in no way means that the Sikhs do not celebrate Holi. As a matter of fact, if you have read Guru Granth and the people who have read it, and yesterday one friend also commented on that, and I value that the Sikh Gurus sang and celebrated Holi. Yes, they did. But to inspire the community which was being oppressed by the Muslims at that time, and also to showcase the skills of the newly created Khalsa in outdoor sports such as kundi ke kedari, tent pegging, while riding a galloping horse, martial arts, sword play, archery. They were practiced daily and they were then exhibited to the public. So this was an extension of Holi, as I said, infused with the martial arts. And the Guru also led the tradition of rewarding on this occasion all those who showed exemplary talent, diligence, and devotion. And then it gained a new significance in Anandpur Sahib. The Festival of Colors, celebrated just a day earlier, now showcased the talents of people in martial arts. So, what happened actually? A touch of masculinity was added to the festival. Now, Gurdwara Takht Ghat Sahib is located in Anandpur and is one of the most sacred seats of Sikh religion and authority. It's the main source of attraction for devotees when Hola Mohalla is being celebrated, because it was here that the baptism ceremony of Khalsa, Amrit Sanskar, was initiated by Gobind Singh Ji. And this continues today. When a Sikh becomes a Khalsa and he partakes Amrit. Amrit is nectar, and it is prepared by infusion of sugar, crystallized sugar in water, by 5 beloved ones, Panj Pyare. A grand procession about a half a mile long is taken out during Hola Mohalla. And the Nihang Singhs are in the forefront. In the vanguard of the procession is always a Gatka party. Gatka is, swordmanship, you can call it. It stages mock encounters, displays swordmanship skills, and the Nihangs dressed in typical blue uniforms. So it's exactly like a military conducting military exercise. And the Nihangs are adorned with weapons, they ride along on the horseback, and every now and then you can see them chanting the martial slogans in unison. And then when they are marching, they throw holy colors, gulal, and many times perfumes on the onlookers. These celebrations last practically for a week, but 3 days are very important. Then langar is there, as we discussed last time, which is an integral part of any Sikh. Now, the first person who saw a poet, great poet, by Nandlal Goya, when he has shown the eyewitness count of first Hola Mohalla and describes, translated into English something, when the flowers of the holy blossomed the garden of the world, it brought rejoicing and smile on all the dry lips. Rose water, scented, powdered colors, fragrant gulal were showered profusely like the rain from the heaven. So it's not only colors, it's the rose water, it's fragrant flowers, and showered profusely like the rain from the heavens, sprinkling of gulal and scented colors by the benign hands of the Guru. So Guru himself participated in it. Now what is the significance? Hola Mohalla festival teaches to face all challenges with faith, perseverance, determination, and secondly, be prepared. If you want peace, be prepared for war. And also showcases the bravery and the readiness of the people. The Hola Mohalla festival also reminds that the evil and virtue are always at loggerheads. But the Guru's teachings enable physical, moral, and spiritual guidance all the time. Now, this festival usually takes place in March, and as I said, follows in immediately Holi. By Khan Singh, he compiled the Mahakosh, the first Sikh encyclopedia, at the turn of the 20th century. He explains that Hola word is derived from the word Halla. Halla is a military charge. Halla bol, fight, charge, attack. And the term Mohalla stands for organized procession or an army call. So the word Hola Mohalla would mean the charge of an army. And then there is a Punjabi term Mahaliya. The Mahaliya is derived from the root Hal. Hal is an Arabic word meaning to alight or descend, and it refers to an organized procession in the form of an army column accompanied by war drums and standard bearers with the flags, and they proceed to a given location or moving from one state to another. So it's exactly so. Then Hola is also a Sanskrit word, as I said earlier. It's meant to distinguish from Holi, the Hindu spring festival colors, which takes place there. And Hal, what I talked about, is derived from the Arabic word. So this is a fusion of the cultures, the word itself. The Hola Mohalla is basically, as I said, a simulation of the martial skills. Now, together when the word Hola Mohalla is used, separately they mean, for example, a lightning, descending Mohalla, but then when they're used together, they mean a mock fight. And the first one was in February 1791. Now, what is the background? Why did the government, the Guru Gobind Singh had to do it? in Punjab province, there is a Roper district. It's in the foothills of the Shivalik Hills, semi-Himalayans. It's a northeastern. And there is Anandpur Sahib and Kiratpur and Kesgarh. And this has been playing there. So it was, as I said, to showcase the bravery, the martial spirit. So resonant is the festivity that recently the government of India gave the status of a national festival to Hola Mohalla. Can you believe that? And this Hola Mohalla, which was personally supervised by Gobind Singh, was carried on the banks of river Charan Ganga. And the Charan Ganga is in the feet of the famous Hindu temple of Mata Naina Devi in the Shivalik in the background. So again, the synthesis of the Hinduism and Arabic culture are there. But then, is it only held at Anandpur Sahib? Yes, that's the main place where it is held, but it is held practically in all the gurdwaras. It reminds the people of the valor and the defense. Concepts due to Gobind Singh, who was at that time defending the Sikhs from. And then I said it is 3 days of celebration. On these 3 days, what happens? Mock battles, exhibitions, display of weapons. That's the most important. What is your, like the Republic Day, you see the missiles, when the parade is going, the missiles and everything. And these all battles, exhibitions, weapons, horse riding, tank pegging, they are followed by kirtan, which is music and a poetry competition. And the participants perform daring feats as gatka, mock encounters with weapons, and other festivals. Then there are a number of darbars where the Guru Granth Sahib is present and the kirtan is placed. On the last day, a long procession with the Panch Pyaras starts from Kesgarh Sahib and then passes through important gurdwaras like Kila Anandgarh, Lohgarh, Mataji Jyoti, and terminates at Takhat Kesgarh. For the people, as I said, langars are always there. People don't have to carry food, and it's all vegetarian. And the people, when you're eating langar, as I discussed, you have got to sit on the floor in a row. As a matter of fact, the case study, if it was done, would show that this festival has now developed as a great community-oriented tourism festival. It brings a lot of economic benefits because of the inflow of the tourists who want to see the exotic thing in this military exercise of the 18th century, in the 20th century. Can you believe it? What armies do today, Gobind Singh had the foresight to do it to ensure that the Nihangs are always ready to fight. You know, the importance of the tourism capital having impact on the economic and socio-cultural environment vis-a-vis the host community and tourist development. And the popularity of the festival can be judged from the fact that 1 out of 5, you see, I remember 1889, yes, it was Khalsa Diwan. They requested that the 5 Sikh public holidays should be requested. At that time, government approved only 2. One was birthday of Guru Nanak and the other was Hola Mohalla. The birthday of Gobind Singh, the Martyrdom Day of Arjan Dev, the Martyrdom Day of Tegh Bahadur, they were ignored. As a matter of fact, these 3, now they are all holidays. And however, I'm amazed that Hola Mohalla is now even recognized by the government as a community event. It's no longer a Sikh heritage one, it's a community heritage. And if you have seen the Hola Mohalla, it's an annual feature. As a matter of fact, it has lost its original military significance. So it's a transmutation. Now it's more a sort of athletics and a show of bravery because the Nihangs are not fighting a war now. But it's quite colorful, very impressive. And when you see the Nihangs in their traditional panoply, form the vanguard while performing the use of arms, horsemanship, and others. And the question arises at that time, who are Nihangs? That I'll take up in another topic at one other time. Because Nihangs are a different breed altogether. And they have their own heritage, they have their own way of living. They are a community apart, but they are fearless people. Anyway, coming back to this, when we see Hola Mohalla, which is a continuation of the Hindu tradition, of the Hindu culture, but adapted to the needs of the community and the country, and then the socio-economic aspect, even at the time of Guru Gobind Singh, when people from all over would throng to see the celebration and then participated, and they'll go back full of enthusiasm, full of zest, and full of bravado that what can these Mughal oppressors do to us? Our soldiers are there to fight for us. And you know, even now, we celebrate our armies. That was a celebration of the armed forces. And Hola Mohalla thus became an integral part of Sikhism at par with other Gurpurabs. So it is both a Gurpurab, as far as the religious sense is concerned, and in the secular sense, a community event. In socio-economic sense, a community tourism attraction. So it's all 3 in 1 or 4 in 1. A very really a great enchanting experience by itself. It adds to the Sikh culture and Sikh values. Thank you.